Hello everybody, this is IndieGeek and I am back with, of course, another episode of Bastion. If you have not noticed, I am just doing this all in one recording session. I don't know if I'll actually finish up the game completely, but things have been going well so far.
Too fast, and it all goes to his head.
And I've got some extra time today through some kind of strange, unusual circumstances, so I'm trying to get ahead.
About the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
Very beautiful environment, holy cow. I can't believe, I actually don't really remember this part, so I'm having a hard time believing that I don't remember it, because it is absolutely gorgeous.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
I think this is another section where we're probably going to go through a bunch of waves.
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Zealandia.
Yep, so this is our background of Zia this time, so. And
her folks were orphaned in the war.
I'm expecting this one to be
inside the city,
quite a bit more difficult.
On condition they would never return to the terminals.
Although we will have to see. Hopefully it's not, hopefully it's not too much more difficult.
Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
Yeah, man, I'm having a really good time with this game. Even on a second playthrough, like, it really holds up well. It's just a really, really wonderful game.
So he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Alright, here's this dude. Yep. I knew that one was going to cause some issues.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
You know, it's really funny, I don't even really remember doing this one. I mean, I must have, because I'm pretty sure that these are actually required to... Oops, that was really bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these are required to move forward in the story. So, I don't know, I guess it just kind of slipped.
She tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
But, playing back through now, I'm realizing that these are, from a story perspective, they're probably some of my favorite levels. It's just a really unique way.
For her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Man, kind of pulling out the big guns, considering how much of this we still have left to go. There we go.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
Alright, 10 reflections remain. So, halfway done here. And haven't run into too many issues, of course. Got my health tonic right there for when I do need it.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Oof. Oh, yeah. Lovely. Alright. Well, one is down. Okay. Wasn't too bad.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Okay, let's heal. Okay, he's not always the best at aiming, and that gets annoying. Hoping that it drops us another health tonic.
It was then that she decided to escape.
It didn't,
The
so I'll
two of
just
them
use
could
one.
flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
Okay, so we've got 7 left. Still going pretty well. Alright, I figured I was pretty safe to use some tonics there. Since I've got so many
They would
left.
hide inside a
just
garbage
lying
bin
around.
until it got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Oops, oh, that was totally an accident. That was really dumb. Oh, gosh. Alright, do that. Okay, that didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. Good, separate them a bit. Okay, apparently that just decided not to hit at all. Nice, they hurt each other, which is definitely helpful. If there's any way I can get that to happen more, it would be lovely. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is an issue. How did I not remember this problem? Man, yeah, I gotta be like right up on him to do what he
Her
hits.
plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Okay, 5 left.
The
Okay.
young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
So this will be 4 left. If possible, I don't particularly want to use my healing yet.
She and her father were arrested for treason.
Okay, good.
But her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Oh, crap. Okay, just survive. Okay, definitely heal. Okay, yep, I'm stuck. I should have realized. Absolutely lovely that we've got our boss here as a wave.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Oh, and then we've got us. Oh, we've got more than one of us, even. Well, I should be able to just do some of this. I mean, the good thing is I'm pretty
The
sure
next
that they
day,
only
the door
use...
to the den turned to ash. The girl
The,
came up for air, and she saw the calamity.
the
all
original
around
hammer,
her.
but didn't really matter. I made it through just fine. Let me collect some of this for experience, I suppose. And we will get on out of there. So, that took care of that. And then...
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
now I should be able to go and get some more shards.
The shards are getting harder to find.
Alright, yep, perfect. Grab another shard here, and let's see. I think I need 3 more.
Not everything blew up in the calamity.
I wonder if I can get the rest of them in this episode.
Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock.
Okay. Ooh. Man, yeah, and after after this, I guess I got to see how much of this
If
I
you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
record in a row, because this is episode 4, and I just haven't stopped recording Bastion.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Which, you know, really speaks for how good Bastion is. But I'm definitely going to have to play a little bit of catch-up with some of my other recordings after this.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron.
Okay, I think this is a situation where it's probably going to make me take them? Maybe. Let's see. No, I think I can just go on through.
Sure, we dusted off a good many
good.
secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
I mean, the fire bellows are good. You know, I definitely liked them.
The
but-
taste of air is so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Oh, I hate this part.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come.
Alright. Just take these guys out.
But still we pressed on.
Yep, now I remember why it gave us the fire bellows. Probably may have been a good idea for me
After
to take
all,
them.
when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron,
Take it, I suppose.
looked down through all the smoke and flames,
Bellows is such a weird word.
we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity.
And
We
there's my
had to
shard.
have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog.
Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen.
Kid's
Right.
thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him.
Well, how nice of it.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Yep, I will just
Biggest
sky bridge
stink
back
eye
over
he's
here.
ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
Yeah, I'll take it out though.
Pops open on him like a pimple on a
Perfect.
school day. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Yeah, that is true. These things definitely like to travel in packs.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him though.
Alright, just got to be a little careful.
With a
Get through
good
this
spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
And head
All
on
the
out.
fires
Nice.
died out. There's nothing left of it.
So that was easy enough. Yeah, I'm trying to think what is left. I know we have to get the rest of the shards,
It
of
comes
course.
back looking like the inside of a chimney.
And then I wonder if that's when we head off.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Alright, so, of course, head back out yet
We
again.
spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
To Mount Zand. Let's do it. Let's head on over to Mount Zand.
Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild
Yeah,
to go.
this is like a pain. Because half of the enemies we won't even be able to see very well.
So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
So yeah, this is going to be something. I also tend to remember it being really easy to get lost in this section.
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
Might as well collect the rest of that.
Good thing for those
Something
beasts
greasy.
the Calamity saved leftovers. It's
Oh
a
no, he made me
delicate
fall.
situation.
Okay. There we go.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. But they ain't yet prepared for any company.
No, they are not. But I am bringing it anyways.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean.
Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, is it gonna make me? I don't think so. I think I
Look
can
at it this way.
go on without
It's
doing
either
that.
them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast.
There we go. Yeah. You know, I do like
been hard at
that
work fixing up the place.
the different sections of the game are kind of tailored to whatever weapon it gives you. So, you know, these enemies are in positions
They've
that it
been
would
searching
be
for cores and shards,
somewhat
just like we have.
easy to attack them if we were using
They've rounded
the
up their
mortar.
survivors,
Oops.
just like we have.
Huh. So weird that I can't hit that. Strange. Maybe they're just not meant to blow up. Alright. Head on up here and just not worry
Maybe
about
they
any of
thought about
those.
turning back, just like we have.
And something tells me we may
We
have
just really
a bit
need
of a
their
fight here.
shard. Kid got it fair and square.
Yep. Indeed, we do have a fight here. Yeah, I definitely remember this section now. The Galleon mortar is pretty good, and this was kind
That's
of
the
their
way.
way of showing you that. Because, you know, earlier we fought two of those, and if I was using the weapons I had available to me at the time, then it would have been somewhat
He's
difficult.
done what's best for him, don't you worry.
But then
Don't
they
you
show you
worry.
that with the Galleon mortar, even two of them are not all that bad. So yeah,
We'll all
I'm
be better off
definitely
once the
going to be
bastion
getting
is
through
complete.
getting the rest of the shards.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
The problem, of course, being that I just don't exactly remember how much is left after that.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. Finders keepers.
Might as well just buy all of this stuff. Again, like I said, I've definitely got the... I've definitely got everything that I need to be able to do this, so why not, yeah? It's not like it takes me that long. Cool.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Can I
Fix
ask
that
about the
thing right
gramophone
up,
and the
didn't
pecker
we?
nest?
Made these goings-on a little livelier. We're all a little short on friends these days.
Yeah, I think a lot of
so
this I
that's a
actually
welcome
didn't
sight.
do the first time. Mostly buying like those lost and found items. Alright, so reload speed or damage.
Good
Sure,
thing
why
I
not
didn't throw
reload
away
speed?
the manual.
And then... yeah, I might as well just keep going
Put an
with
extra sting in every slice.
that. Talk to Rux here.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
And with that, we will go off and try to get our
Just a
last
couple
shard.
shots left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
Oh, maybe not quite our last. No, there's probably 2 more, right? Because we ended up trying to go for 1 more core than we
Imagine
had.
everything you'd need to build a city like
Places.
Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, rattletails.
Alright. Yep, and this is
Rattletails ain't the worst
about
of it
when we
either,
get to just
but more
having,
about
like,
that in a little bit.
tons of enemies in every level. Luckily, these guys are
Windbags smaller than
friends.
the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest
Oops.
ones remember things.
Alright. Yeah, I took way more hits there than I should have.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the
Alright,
quarry.
yeah, let's go ahead and heal.
The rocks were calling them.
Oh, you killed my buddy. That was mean. What a jerk.
Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities.
Probably not worth it to go all that way
Even
just for that.
stink eyes started taking root in here.
But, yeah, it's not like I went too much out
Now,
of my
why
way.
would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes he just, like, does not want to aim even in the general direction of actual enemies like that. Sometimes it's better to just auto-aim rather than try and bother with the lock-on aiming.
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking.
Alright.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
Alright, so far so good. This is not going too badly.
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, you know as cores.
Okay, yep, definitely use a healing tonic here.
Single core could
Dropped
keep the
another one
lights on
anyways
in
for
an
me,
entire
so
city district. The smaller
no harm,
ones,
no foul.
we call them shards. A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
Alright. So definitely making some good quick progress here. Okay. Okay, this is an awful position to be fighting this guy. There we
The
go.
quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to call him Sir Lunky. Massive things stomp many of our boys.
Spelunky.
We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the
This
rocks
is gonna be
versus the
interesting.
quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
Oh no. Alright, well, it's going it's going well so far. He's almost dead, so I would consider that as going pretty well. Oh, so close.
We never could get
There we go.
stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
Nice.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says.
So here
The
is Zulf.
Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
No, I am not.
If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
Yeah, this is where
The next
things
part's hard to talk about, no matter how many times I try.
start to get pretty crazy. I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep going, though. I don't think I'm far from the end. This might, in fact,
Say what you will
Be the
about
end.
Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that.
So yeah, this is what we're going to be dealing with here now. These guys are
Zulf
very
showed him the
difficult.
way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. Should have seen this coming. Felt it in my bones.
Man, I really just can't get over it, even though I've seen it all before, just how absolutely beautiful this game looks.
Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop it, but we needed help.
I do also kind of like the whole idea of our Bastion well, becoming not a Bastion, because it really isn't anymore. You know, they managed to find their way in, and now this is what we're dealing with.
Our baby pecker, he don't make it.
How do I get over there? Or can I? Oh yeah, there we go.
Our little squirt,
Oh,
he don't make it.
that's so disappointing. Okay, where is the last one? Oh, there we go.
Somehow, Some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home.
So of course, at this point, we are going to be going to get Zeta back.
Disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Yeah, and I think this is the last mission.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Stay absinthe is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Let's see. Okay, so here's our shard. I think I might just try and finish it this episode. Maybe just a bit of a longer episode.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us.
Because
and mother, what a mess it is.
I know that this is
A mess
not
like that could have only been made by hand.
far from the end here.
Zulf said the Calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
Yeah, it definitely brings some perspective into kind of Zulf's anger.
At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
You know, in a lot of ways we get some almost social commentary from the game about, you know, some of our past actions, and I
far beyond the city.
don't think I need to be much more specific than that.
As the kid's going right now.
Because of course some of the actions here definitely mirror some of, you know, not just America, but some of humanity's actions as a whole. In the past, that you know, are kind of up to debate for whether or not those were good ideas. And I mean, you could debate for years and years and never really come to a definitive answer.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Yeah, I really like how they handled this section and had everything moving much faster than.
With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
So, you know, I mean, we're getting, you know, days and days told here, but still in the length of a single mission.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
All right. Oh, that was silly of me.
Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
And we are in day 6 now.
Science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger.
You know, it's almost sad that we go through some of these areas so
Bastion
fast.
Fix everything. We just need that shard.
You know, because like clearly there was some really some hard work put into to making these areas and making everything in the game look so darn beautiful.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Yeah, these guys are never really fun to fight.
It's strange. Feels like I told this part 1,000 times.
Yeah, so I think we don't have an option here. Just gotta go on the Skyway.
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
Yeah, she really does. We would like to get Zia back.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move. But we knew ours already. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Alright, so let's go get Zia. And like I said, I think this is pretty darn close to the end here.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Oh, hey, look.
He gets his hands
Why
on
don't
the
we use the
cabinet.
why don't we use the calamity cannon? That sounds like a great idea. Of course, hence the calamity cannon being so good. Of course, it's practically the last weapon you get. So
They
it
got their
should
own
be good.
security and everything. Pretty fancy, even. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
Alright, yeah, I'm not a fan of those things. Doesn't really matter how many times I fight them.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid.
Yeah, I guess I should heal. Take this thing out.
It's just a bump in the road.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You can only really take these guys out with melee. Which, I suppose, considering how strong the Calamity Cannon is, that was probably their reasoning to have these guys. Come on. Thank you.
Kid's picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
Alright.
By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I'm
They're
bringing
easy
the whole place
targets.
down.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Oof, that was not good. Yep, definitely want to get a heal on there. Alright. Let's see.
The
Yep,
Ura
this
keeps
is just
hanging on to the
totally
barricade.
extra stuff,
After
but that's
all,
fine.
Their homeland's not much farther. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
Just keep taking these things out so we can
has pegged all wrong.
kind of keep progressing.
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. That makes us different from our people now, don't it?
Got through that,
Shame the
alright.
opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better.
Yeah,
Maybe
which
I
also
should've trusted
is
him. Told him everything I knew.
kind of a reflection, again, of a lot of the way we handle things. You know, the actions of, you know, like when we place the actions of a country on everyone from that country, which, you know, is never really a good idea. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Because, you know, living in a country doesn't necessarily mean you subscribe to everything that that country says and does.
Zolf, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon.
Yeah, not to get, like, too kind of, political about the whole thing. It's just, you know, it always interests me when stories and games and stuff reflect, you know, kind of real-world issues. It's always nice to see.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where it finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Yeah, so again, a little bit of
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
kind of melancholy stuff going on there. But I believe we are heading out
Sure
to the
you
very
didn't drop
end.
that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Alright, also I should head down to the forge, because I can upgrade this again, so let's see.
Take my word
Yeah,
for it.
so we
Don't
can
ever
go a little
drop
faster
one of
even.
those.
And, okay, so we got the memorial,
This
because we did
sanctuary.
that.
If we can build, we can rebuild. It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
And no reason not to just go ahead and buy all this stuff. Being a little bit more kind of adamant about buying stuff, I guess,
The service
in this
for all the
playthrough.
men and women who serve Zealandia.
So let's see, rockets seek out foes. Yeah,
Looks
I'm gonna
like a
do
little
seek out
science
foes.
project is all set.
And I believe now, oh yeah, so I can do this. Sure.
Dread rooms brewed from swamp weeds, so its effect is as bold as its flavor. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Alright, so we are heading into the last mission, hence me just kind of finishing this out instead of, you know, instead of going to another episode, because I don't think the last
can't hear
mission is
him at
too
all
long.
anymore. He's too far away,
But here we are at the Tazzle Terminals.
but he'll be all right.
fighting kind of mini versions of these
The
guys.
Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
What do we have over here? Oh. Not much, just someone to fight.
You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Alright, cool. Luckily with with a fully upgraded Calamity
You
Cannon,
know what's funny?
this stuff is not too difficult.
Zolf's waiting, we're waiting. All of us are waiting for a kid.
You know, besides some of the upgrades,
around.
which,
There's not much
course,
left to
made
do
it.
here in the Bastion, I'm afraid.
you
So
know,
why not tell
shoot
each other
faster.
stories to pass the time, right?
I mean, shooting faster is a big deal, as well as, you know, just doing more damage, stuff like that. And homing, of course, just saves me so much time, because now I don't have to
Zia,
worry about
There's another reason I've been telling you all this.
aiming nearly as much.
There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Alright. Yep, just got these little guys to take care of.
What happens to Zolf will no longer matter.
I love the little music hint there they keep. It sounds almost like the humming that's about to start the build that wall song.
Zealandia will be whole again.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta heal.
Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be alright. Problem is, we'll all be gone.
That is kind of the crux of the issue, so.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the Calamity. The way things were before this story.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. So now we get like this sort of like Link's Awakening style hop that we can use. And actually have to use. We don't get
You'll
a
be
choice.
your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
And it actually just replaces our role. You know, I kind of wish that there was a different button for it, maybe, but you know, it's not really that bad. Besides, I mean, it's for one level of the game, so really not that big of an issue.
All our life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes.
Alright, so yep, we are definitely getting close to the end here.
Anyone you've
and
ever heard.
I do remember the ending being pretty powerful.
Everything you've ever done. You could do it over.
You know, not too many games make me cry, but
Wouldn't you agree?
definitely shed a couple tears at the end of Bastion.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
There we go.
Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession.
Yeah, this is a part that I don't really like. I've had this problem with games in the past too. When games aren't really centered around platforming, and then they have platforming segments. I guess most recently, Dark Souls is kind of a big culprit of that. And the platforming in Dark Souls is just not very good.
To a bygone time. You can't test it.
Wonder how speedrunners handle this part.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
I suppose just with lots of practice. Be how you handle it.
The answer is... I don't know.
Yep, this is definitely, it definitely turns into a story of, doing what you do because you think it's right.
If there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right.
Not because you know that it's going to be the best solution.
Why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
But, sometimes you really do have to just do what you think is going to be the right thing.
That's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Without really knowing if you're right or not.
The weight of the calamity.
Yeah. Forgot about this.
It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Yeah, this gets pretty crazy, and of course, there's no way of using this weapon
does have another function
in any other section of the game.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
So, now I've got this battering ram, and we are definitely
Zulf and his
heading to the very end.
Be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
I mean, it's almost sad at this point, just the fact that it still makes us fight people.
Zulf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zulf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't imagine the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zulf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he?
Well, there's our crystal.
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
Alright, so we just gotta get that crystal back. And then kind of figure out the fate of Zulf.
For Zulf, this ain't a personal matter.
I'm just gonna slowly take this guy out, and then we will get our crystal. Our
One
shard.
thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zulf all the way home.
So, we can choose to abandon Zulf's body and move with the battering ram, or we can abandon the battering ram and move with Zulf. And I'm definitely going to take Zulf.
I can see it now. The kid
you
in
know,
one corner and Zulf in the other.
I understand.
Ain't much of a fight.
You know, I can
Don't
definitely
you worry,
understand
though.
why Zulf was
Once the
upset.
Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
You know, and he tried helping me out, so... This part, however, this is where I teared up
Although,
the first time.
after talking it over like this, guess I'm beginning to have my doubts.
Just an absolute, you know, just another really, really beautiful song here as well. And if you weren't aware, this is actually the music composer Darren Korb singing.
Kid's probably dealt with Zulf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
And that...
Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
will bring us to the end here.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it.
There we are.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you've done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
So I definitely want to go
Always
through
wondered
all
what
of
the
this stuff
motherland was
first.
like. Not that it matters anymore.
And then we get to kind of determine the fate of everything.
Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
So let's see what
You
Zia
made
has
it.
to say.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rux. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
So basically, we get to choose if we want to kind of undo the
Gulf tried to
calamity.
talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
So, now I get to make my decision, and let's see. I think I'm gonna go with evacuation. You know, we get to choose if we want to undo the calamity or if we want to leave, and I'm gonna choose to leave.
And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself, but instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Alright, and that ends Bastion. Sorry about the double length episode here. I thought I was a little closer to the end than I was. And then I didn't really have a good place to split the game. I am going to let the credits play out here, even if it goes longer than I talk for. But yeah, I mean, the game is just absolutely great. As you can see, a very small team, and they've put together just an amazing experience. I mean, it really is just great. Everything about it, you know, the voice acting, the music, the art all the way through, and the gameplay is fun. You know, on top of everything else, I mean, that's what it really comes down to. It is a game, so it is really important that the game is good, and the game is good. So, Ashley Barrett, that's who it is. She's the female vocalist. But, yeah, that is, you know, that's Bastion. It's a really beautiful game, really kind of heart-wrenching choices that you have to make at the end. I don't know how much they change. I think all it would really probably change is the dialogue at the end, but you know, I made my choice. This is a really cool music track, by the way. They mix, I believe it's Zolf's theme and Build That Wall. So, really, really nice kind of mix here of the music. But also, this will get us ready for heading into Transistor, you know, which, like I said, I'm definitely going to be playing on the channel. You know, I'm a huge fan of Supergiant games. I love Bastion, and I've been following Transistor since the moment that they announced it. So it'll be, you know, kind of incredible to see it actually release here in, you know, about a month or so. And I'm hoping that I will be able to cover that as well. But that is going to end the Bastion Let's Play. Hopefully we will be back now to Nuclear Throne, depending on kind of the state that it is in. But I am going to leave this off here. So I will let the credits finish out. But as always, feel free to comment if there's anything you'd like to comment on. Specifically, if you know, if you have made different choices in the game, or if you would make different choices. You know, it'd be interesting to hear some discussion on that, maybe. And subscribe to the channel, of course, to see more videos coming soon, more Let's Plays, more look-ats, all of that. And as always, if you liked this episode, then please do consider clicking the like button. I know it was a little long, but, you know, just finished it up, and we will get back to Nuclear Throne soon. But with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.